Good morning. Today we're working on Unit 6, Lesson 15, and we are going to read and write the plural form of nouns. We are also going to ask and answer questions about key details in the story, The Visit. As a review, a noun is a person, a place, or a thing. And when we're talking about more than one person or more than one place or more than one thing, we refer to that as a plural noun. Plural means more than one. And plural nouns can end in the letter S or the letters ES. We learned some spelling rules for plural nouns. We've learned that usually we just add an S to the end of a noun. For example, here's one crayon. But if I have many crayons, I add the letter S to the end. Sometimes we need to add the letters ES to the end of a noun. If the noun ends in the letter CH, like the word branch, I have to add the ES to the end to turn branch to branches. Same for the letters SH. If I have more than one brush, I have two brushes, and I add an E and then the S. We also add an ES to the end of a noun that ends with S or X. So dress, I have one dress. The plural noun would be dresses with the ES. Here's one axe. The plural noun would be axes, and we added the ES to the end. Now, when we're reading these words that end with S or ES, we pronounce them differently. So here's a plural noun, cats. I have a lot of cats. At the end of cats, I hear the S sound. Same for the word hat. If I want to change the noun hat into the plural noun hats, I add an S and it makes the S sound. Another example, step changes to steps, and there's the S sound at the end. Sometimes when we add the S to the end of a noun to change it to a plural noun, it makes the Z sound instead. For example, I have a lot of dogs. Even though it ends with the letter S, it's a tricky S because it makes the Z sound. Let's change this noun kid into a plural noun. I see one kid. Now I see a lot of kids. The S at the end makes the Z sound. Same with plane. I saw one plane. I saw many planes. That tricky S makes the Z sound sometimes at the end of a plural noun. When we add the ES to the end of a noun to make it plural, it makes the Z sound. For example, foxes. Or lunch becomes lunches. Wish becomes wishes. So today in Class Kick, you're going to be sorting words by their ending sound. When you read a word, if you're not sure what sound comes at the end, try it each way. Let's look at cats. If I read this, I'm going to pretend I don't know how to read this word. I know it's cat, but I don't know if it's cat is. No, that doesn't sound right. Cat z. No. Cats, that sounds correct. So if it doesn't sound correct, then you need to try it a different way. We're also going to read The Visit today, and today's story is we're going to be using our 5 senses. Do you remember the 5 senses? So I want you to be on the lookout for the 5 senses as I read a little piece about visiting a grandma. When I visited my grandma, I heard her talk to me. We tasted yummy food, and I felt a hug when I saw her. Her house smelled like chocolate chips. In our story, we are going to come across some vocabulary words, some new vocabulary words. We're going to read the word flip-flops, and flip-flops are sandals, open-toed shoes, tooth straps. We wear them in warm weather. A lot of people in San Diego wear them. Those are flip-flops, another word for sandals. The word cove. A cove is a small area of ocean, partly surrounded by land. This is a cove. To wade means to walk through water. And if someone is yelping, or if an animal is yelping, they're making a quick, high-sounding cry. Our spellings for today, we have the N sound, spelled with the letters K-N in the word knapsack. The S sound, spelled with the letter C in the words nice, place, and exercise. Other two-syllable words, frisbee, sunscreen, and flip-flops. And today we have a three-syllable word, exercise. Now remember, if you come across a longer word that you don't know, for example, exercise, you always want to sound it out, blend the sounds that you know, and then put all the chunks back together. Okay, read to find out who Grace visits and what she does once she gets there.